This is a tape recording of an interview with Grandpa Frank Owczarzak. Today is 27 December 1997. Okay, Grandpa, tell me how do you say your full name?
Owczarzak.
And how do you pronounce that in Polish?
Owczarzak.
Ah, okay. And what day were you born?
October 16, 1912.
Wow. And how old are you today?
85 years of age.
Okay.
85 years of age.
Yes. Now I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. I have a book here, and this book is called Memories, a Priceless Heirloom. It's by Bob Beal with Focus on the Family. And I'm going to ask you to just talk about yourself and talk about when you grew up and talk about your life up to this point. Here's the first question. What would you say, just to the best of your memory, what was the most exciting day of your life?
My most exciting day of my life, I would say, when I went to the CC camp in 1935.
What was happening then?
So we went out to send out my President Roosevelt. He was our president at that time. We went out. We didn't have no jobs. So instead of hanging on the corner or getting into all kinds of mischief, we signed in for 6 months. We went out as far as Puget Sound, rode on a train, three and a half days and 4 nights. And everything was paid by the government.
Was this during the Depression?
That was 1935. The Depression was still going on.
Yeah. And what did they make you do out there?
We went out there. We were working out in the mountains, cleaning out the brush and cleaning out the roads for the trail to go up in the mountains. People used to come there for a visit. They used to walk up in the trail all the way up to the top of the mountain. There was a beautiful view, about 2,400 feet high in the mountain.
And you were working for the government? What did they have? What kind of projects did you do?
We were cleaning out the trail so that people would come out there and walk on the trail up to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
We were paid $30 a month. They sent $25 of it home, and we kept $5 for ourselves. That was our spending money for the whole month. Do with whatever we want, but it didn't last us very long. We worked the whole month, and 2 days the $5 were gone. We bought tobacco. We rolled our own cigarettes, and whatever was left, well, for a quart of beer, it was 25 cents for a quart of beer and a penny tax. And then whatever money we had left, we went to shoot pool. It was only a nickel for a game. And then whatever money we had left, we spent on buying candy, and stamps.
So how much time did you spend out there?
5.5 months we spent out there. Then we got discharged. We came home, then I got a job.
What was that job doing?
I was working for a salesman grocery. I was a hopper on a truck, making $12 a week. I worked on that job for about 3 months, 4 months.
What other jobs have you done in your life?
Well, I worked in electric after that I worked for a factory. And after that I worked in a bakery. That's where I learned my trade, was a baker. All my life I spent about 47 years working in a bakery.
And this is here in Buffalo?
That's right.
What bakery was it?
It was the old Buffalo Bakery on 4th Street, behind the City Hall.
Wow.
What did you enjoy baking the most?
Then I got a job. Then I got a job. Buffalo Bakery sold out to book on the records. I worked for book on the records. From book on the records I worked for pudding cake shop. From pudding cake shop I worked down the bake shop, small handicraft shop.
What were your
Genesee and Motel.
What were your favorite recipes? What did you like to bake?
Well, in a small handicraft shop, we made everything. I had no favorite. We just did what the boss told us. That whatever he had on the order, we had to do what the boss had orders.
What was the most meaningful gift that you ever received? Anyone ever give you a nice gift?
Well, I don't remember. For the kids, we didn't give many gifts. So the first real gift that I got was a pair of old roller skates. My sister bought me when I was about 12 years old. That was my first real gift.
What do you know about your family history? Like your grandparents and your great-grandparents?
I don't know nothing about my grandparents. I never knew my grandparents. But they were in Poland.
What about your parents?
That's where my dad came from, Poland, and my mother came from Poland.
What year did they come here to America?
Well, I wouldn't know that. They came here, was 18 something. They came here.
Yeah.
My father was born in 1863. He probably came over here around 1880, something like that.
Was he married when he came over?
No, they got him. My father met my mother here in Buffalo, and they got married. 1 year they got married, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I never was told what year they got married.
So what were they like? Were they nice to you?
They were always nice. They were very good parents, and my father was very strict.
How many kids in your family?
There were 12 children out of them. I was the youngest one.
Do you remember all their names?
Yeah. The first one that died was Anthony, and then Max died.
Were they the oldest?
But
Were they the oldest?
I couldn't tell you what they were. 4 and 6 years old when they died. One was 4 and the other one was 6.
Wow.
And then I think my sister Charlotte was the oldest. When she died, she was 101 years old. And my next one, I believe, my brother Stanley was the next one. I guess after that, my sister Anna was next. Sister Anna, and then I guess Sophie. Sophie was next. Sophie was only 19 years of age when she died. And after Sophie, I think, after Sophie, then the Agnes was born. Agnes was born, and then after Agnes, I guess Leo was born. Leo. And then Clara, I guess. And Eddie. Eddie, Walter, and then me.
It's 12. Yep,
That's
it's
12.
12.
Well, all right,
Yep.
pretty good. My computer is working pretty good.
That's good.
We never took a penny from the welfare. My father was too proud to go to the welfare. Not like people are doing today. They run to the welfare. They only have 2 children, 3 children, and they can make
military school like? You remember going to school?
Yes, I went to private school.
Was it Catholic school?
It was a Catholic school, yes. We had nuns as teachers. They were very strict, but they really cared for the children. We got a very good education. I took up Polish language for 8 years, and I also studied English language for 8 years. We went to school, and there was no tuition in that school. Like everything now is tuition for anything. You can go to school for everything is for tuition. The nuns were working for nothing. And then from there I went to high school for 1 year, which I didn't want to go, but my parents wanted me to go to high school to study for something. I'm a lawyer, or doctor, or dentist. And I didn't care. I wanted to be a carpenter or furniture or cabinet maker. My parents had different ideas, and after that I lost all my ambition. I didn't want to go back to school. Dropped out. I didn't want to go to school. The depression came, and there was no jobs. That's where I really went to CC Camp in 1935. In 1938 I started working in a bakery. 37, first I worked for a bakery, and then I got laid off and I got a job in the bakery. After that I stayed in a bakery for the rest of my life.
What was your church like when you were growing up, and how important was that to you?
The church was very important. Well, every day in the road to school, we went to mass every morning before we went to study our lessons. Every day we went to mass. Sundays we went to mass. Saturday was our only day off. Even Sunday we went to like a school afternoon, like a preschool. We studied a little bit, and I belonged to a choir for about 5 years. I was sang in the choir for 5 years when I was going to the local school.
How about prayers at home?
Prayers at home, we had to say our prayers at home every day. Every day we had to say our prayers. Not like children. Today children don't even know how to say a prayer. And in school we always had Jesus on the cross in every classroom, or a picture of Jesus or some saint. Now you haven't got that anymore, no way.
What was Christmas like when you were growing up?
Christmas altogether different from what Christmas is today. Christmas was more religious. Now Christmas is too much, like I would say.
Commercialized.
Commercial. Today is like a commercial Christmas. That's what it is like. Everything is money. Years back when you got a gift, you were satisfied regardless of what kind of gift you got. Today, the more gifts you give them, the less they appreciate it. That's the way it is. Now, I don't say all the children, but most of them.
So what did you and your brothers and sisters used to do for fun when you were growing up?
We used to make our own kites. We used to fly kites, and we used to even sell them. 2 cents or 3 cents, then we bought more to make our own kites. Patient. Didn't have no colored papers or anything. We used the funny paper from the comic section, from the paper. We glued it on. We made a kite out of the comic section. We really enjoyed it. Then we used to play like wood. We had a piece of wooden stick and a little roll of wood. We used to call it a nip. We used to hit it out. We used to enjoy ourselves, and we used to play ball. We played a lot of baseball.
play baseball?
We used to play baseball. We didn't have no playground like they have playgrounds now. We had to go out there and clean all the rubbish out of the fields and make our own bases and fill up all the water holes, clear out all the stones, and then we could play ball. That was our baseball time.
What'd you use for a bat?
We had our regular bats. Sometimes we made our own, and sometimes we bought bats. We used to chip pennies from every boy on the team, and we used to buy the bats and the balls.
Did you ever go see a professional baseball game?
Oh yeah, a lot of times we used to go on professional baseball games. Years back they used to have diamonds. They used to play out in the open. Every Sunday, even during the week, you could go out and you could watch. You had the Class A, Class B, and A and double A teams playing baseball. And that was free of charge. You didn't have to pay.
What kind of problems did you have, and what kind of challenges did you face when you were growing up?
Well, we had all kinds of problems, just like people have problems today. Only we used to figure out our problems. We used to get together and try to iron out the problems among ourselves. We didn't get into trouble like most of these kids get into trouble now. The only thing that most of these kids today, they want is everything handed out to them. They don't want to go to work for it. They don't want to study. I don't say all the kids, or you have good kids and you have bad kids in every nationality. But everything is too easy for the kids today. That's why they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate it.
What was your father like?
My father was very religious. My mother was very religious. My father was very strict. I was 16 years of age. I had to be home by 9 o'clock. Not like the kids today. When I had my first date with my wife, that was Thursday. I came home 12 o'clock that night. My father said, that's too late to come home. You should come home earlier. I came home earlier, 11 o'clock, and he said, that's still too late. I said, well, that's it. I gave up. After that, I came home anytime I felt like it.
How old were you when you had your first date with Mom?
I was 24 years old when I had my first date with my wife.
Where did you go?
We went to a movie,
Do you remember the name of the movie?
to a Genesee Theater.
So the date cost you 20 cents?
I believe it was a quarter at that time.
How did you meet Grandma?
Well, her brother was getting married, and I stood up for him, and my former wife stood up with another couple. So I made a date with my wife, and that was it. Like that, after 25 years of age, I said, I'll never get married till I met my wife. And I met my wife. That was my one and only girlfriend, my steady girlfriend. Not like they have today. They have 3, 4 girlfriends, or maybe 5 girlfriends. Yeah.
How did you decide you proposed to her?
I just bought an engagement ring, and I surprised her. I took her over to her house for Jewish people. And I surprised her. I took it out of my pocket and I showed it to her, and she was so surprised. I said, we kept company 6 months. And we got engaged. Yeah. And I think we got married, I think we went together, not even 2 years we got married.
What was your wedding date?
Wedding day was very slow. We didn't have no big wedding. My wife had a bridal dress and a veil. She bought it herself. She saved the money because her father was too cheap to give her any money. herself. She even bought some of the furniture. She even bought all the linens for our home, and some of the furniture we took on payment. We saved when we were single. We were saving money. And our wedding day was my wife and I and her cousin and her brother stood up for us.
What year was that?
That was 1940. And my friend was our chauffeur.
You remember the date? What was your anniversary date?
May the 2nd. May the 2nd, 1940.
Okay, hang on.
All right?
Okay, Grandma, talk about Grandma a little bit. What was she really like when she was at home?
We got married. We got married in St. Luke's Church.
Okay.
May the 2nd, 1940. Grandma was a very working girl. She worked part-time. She used to go any place that she could make money. She worked housework. She used to work part-time in a bakery. She worked for the bank. She always worried about the children.
And how many children did you have?
We had 4 children. First one was Joanne. She was born in 1941.
Okay.
Then we had Barbara Ann. She was born in 1943, November the 2nd. Joanne was born September the 13th, 1941.
Okay.
Papa was born 1943. And then we had Julianne. Julianne was born in 1949, July the 10th. And then David was born in 1952. And he was born on St. Patrick's Day.
Which one was Grandma's favorite?
Oh, always. Davy was the favorite.
That's right.
He was born on St. Patrick's Day. I believe that was March the 17th, if I recall.
So did
We had 4 wonderful children.
Yeah.
We were always proud of our children. We never had any problems with our children. Small problems, everybody has small problems. But we always used to figure out something. We ironed out our own problems. But we were never ashamed of our children.
What is the secret to raising good children?
The secret of raising the children, you gotta live with the children. When you sit down to a dinner, the family should be together. Not like it is today. One child goes to Burger King, the other one goes to McDonald's, and the mother goes somewhere else to bowl, and then the father goes someplace else. The family is that's the biggest problem they have today. The family is never together. I don't mean all the families. Some families still they like to go according to the old tradition, be together. When you're with your children, you know that when they grow up, they remember everything. And they respect you. Not like today.
So what was a typical day like for you when you had young children in the home? What time would you wake up in the morning?
Well, it all depends. I had all kinds of hours in the bakery, so it never was the same time. I believe that I worked every hour on the hour. I changed. Matter of fact, I worked 2 jobs for 10 years and a half in order to send our son to college.
He went to Canisius, right?
Went to Canisius. He went to St. Joe's first for high school, and then he went to Canisius College. And then he got a job. Working for
National Gypsum.
National Gypsum. He worked for National Gypsum, and then part-time when he was going to school. And then after he graduated, they asked him to stay with them. He worked with them for a while, and then they were moving to Charlotte, North Carolina, and they asked him to go with them. Well, he couldn't get a job over here. Nobody wanted to pay him Charlotte, North Carolina. He went with them, all expenses paid.
Yeah.
So he's there still over there with the company. He's there 25 years now.
So were you and Grandma ever, did you have romantic evenings ever? What was the most romantic evening that you had with Grandma?
Well, a romantic evening when we got a chance, because a lot of times, most of the time I worked nights in a bakery. Sometimes I used to come home 4:30 in the morning. I used to go to work 8:30. When we first got married, I had a job 8:30 in the evening. I had to go to work.
Well, you must have had some romance.
Well, naturally we had a romance for sure. How do you think we got the children? Through mail.
So what would you say about my mother, Joanne? What kind of daughter was she?
Well, she was very nice.
What was different about her?
I don't think there was anything different. She was very, very, very good girl. She used to love animals as she does today. Love animals and birds. Yeah.
And what about Auntie Barbara?
Auntie Barbara, she used to love animals and birds. We even had a little puppy. His name was Snooky. She was very, very good dog. And when she died, she was only 10 years old. We buried her in the backyard. And then I made a little mound, a little cross that said, Joanne and Barbara used to go and take flowers on the dog's grave. But the dog was always attached to the children.
What about Auntie Julie? What do you remember about her when she was young?
Auntie Barbara, Auntie Julie was very... She was she was the best one. My wife used to go to work, and I fixed a bottle for her. I gave her the bottle. That was the end of her. Yeah, and she didn't wake up till in the morning. No problem with her. She was the best one to go to sleep.
And she's still the best, right?
Yeah, and now she's still the same now. But as soon as she hits the pillow, that's it. and Uncle Dave, and David was really something. He used to clean out his bedroom when he used to clean out his bedroom. He was spotless. When he used to clean out his bedroom, his sister used to ask him, "Hey Dave, are you moving again?" He used to take all his furniture out of his bedroom.
Every Saturday.
He used to clean out. And then they would ask him, sometimes they ran short of money, so they would ask him for a loan. And then he'd go in his bedroom, and the girl would be waiting. And one of them, I think it was Julie, Dave went into Fort Knox. He can't open the vault.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. So
It was one big happy family. We struggled all our lives. We didn't get anything, no help from we didn't go to welfare. We both worked, and we had love and happiness. That's what really got. We bought the house, 114 Faith Street, and we had our own yard. The girls loved it. There was fun and laughter all the time. Never a dull moment. Always something exciting happening.
what year did you buy that house?
We bought the house in 1945. May the 10th. May the 10th. That was my wife's birthday.
And how much did you pay for that?
$3,800.
Did you pay cash or did you have to finance?
No. We had some money, but I went to my wife's father for a $2,000 loan, and he was one of those skinflints. I asked him for a loan, and he said, "I give you any time, but remember 4% interest." My own father-in-law had the nerve to ask me for 4% interest. I said, "Don't worry, Pa, I'll pay you every penny." And I paid him 4%. Every 6 months I gave him some of money and 4% on top of it. And he says, and then I'll tell you, he used to call me, "Ferranio, when I die, you're going to get your interest and also the son that's coming to you. And when my father-in-law died, you know what we got? Right up the old hinder. The oldest one took everything. He got everything. We didn't get nothing. And we didn't need it. We struggled and we still made it without his money.
Did you teach your children how to pray, and what kinds of prayers did you use to pray with them?
My wife used to teach the children how to pray, and they all went to Catholic schools. That's where they got their education, Catholic school. That's where they learn how to pray.
When you pray for your children and your grandchildren today, what kind of prayers do you pray?
Still the same old prayers. That's right, same old prayers we're doing. That our Catholic religion teaches us.
Which is what? The Our Father?
Well, that's our Father. That's the first prayer that you learn in school.
That's the one Jesus taught.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
So what kinds of traditions would you like to see passed on to future generations from your family?
Oh my gosh, that would be hard. That would be hard for any kind of. You couldn't bring the old traditions back anymore.
What kind of values then?
What?
What kind of values would you like them to have?
Well, I wouldn't know that either. Life is just what you make of it. That's right.
Yeah.
You can't. A lot of people would like to have death roses all the time, but life isn't like that. You gotta take the good with the bad.
So who did you look up to in your life? Can you name some people that you admired?
I admired a lot of people. Yeah.
Like who?
My mother was only 59 years of age when she died. My mother was very religious. And my mother used to sing religious songs when she felt a little heartache or something that happened. She never would swear or never discuss it. She would say a prayer or she would sing religious songs. That's how she forgot it. And I still do the same thing. What my mother taught me, what I learned from my mother.
And who else did you admire in life?
Well, I admired some of my sisters, some brothers. My children were the ones that I really admired all my life.
Who had the biggest influence on your life?
I really would say that Jesus Christ had the biggest influence on my life. Yeah. He's the one that I always turn to, my problems. And most of my problems, most of my prayers are answered. I don't give up. And some of my children pray with me too. When they took the prayers away from the children in school, that's the biggest mistake they made. Now they're trying to bring the prayers back. After all the problems they have now, they're trying to bring the prayers back, but I doubt it if they'll ever bring them back.
So who were your closest friends throughout the years?
Oh my God, I had a lot of closest friends. Yeah, some of them were real friends.
How about Uncle Tony Caralus?
Uncle Tony was we were kids. We were kids when we grew up together. He was my best one. He died, he was only 75 years of age. We used to go job hunt. We used to work together. We used to go work on the boats. We used to get 40 cents an hour unloading grain, unloading flour from the freighters. 40 cents an hour. We worked 11 hours. Got $4.40 for working 11 hours. But at that time, everything was cheap. That was around Depression time. You couldn't get a job, but we always managed to work somewhere and make a few dollars. But we never got in trouble.
So if you had to do your life all over again, What would you change?
Oh my God, would I change? I would really change. I would really change this. Go and work in an automobile factory. That's it. That's what I would do. Because we got all kinds of benefits over there, and they treat you. They treat you like a human being. They have a union. That's what they. I belong to a union. I belong to a union, and for so many years, 47, 48, about 48, 49 years, my union didn't forget me. But the bosses that I worked for, they forgot about me. Because my union remembers me every second year. They send me a bonus check every second year. That's the bankers union. But when President Roosevelt was president, he was the one that repealed prohibition. He started the NRA, and he also started Social Security.
The NRA, you mean the National Rifle Association?
National Relations Act.
Oh, the Relations Act. What is that?
Well, I can't remember everything.
Yeah.
I think my computer is going pretty good so far.
You're doing very good, Grandpa.
And he said to the people, go out and organize, join the unions. Well, that's what a lot of people did. But a lot of people don't believe in that. But I do. I'm never shy from joining the union. And I wish that everybody else would join the unions. At least when you're in the union, that all depends on the business agents you have or the president, because, well, some of them, they like to pocket the money, but most of them are very good. You get any kind of trouble, the union goes out and fights for you. But if you don't have no union, then you don't have no leg to stand on. The company does as they please.
Grandpa, when you were raised in the Catholic Church, they used to read the Bible all the time, right?
No, we didn't read the Bible. We had catechism. They used to bring the answers and questions. They had the catechism where we learned all the answers and questions. What was in the Bible?
Well, what's your favorite part of the Bible, from what you remember of it? Do you have a favorite story from there?
Well, I always remember my favorite story would be about Jesus Christ. How he was crucified for the people. Yeah. He forgave the people that crucified him. Not like people of today. They don't want to forgive one another. They'll out live with grudge, live with a chip on their shoulder, and bitterness in their system. They don't want to forgive one another. That's terrible. But of course, a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people like to live up to the religion education that we got.
So what would you say are the most important guiding principles or your rule of thumb for life? Or do you have any insights about how to live a successful life that you would want to share with us?
So to live a successful life, never leave God. Stay with God. Got any kind of problems, Jesus Christ is right there to help you. Never lose hope in Jesus Christ.
So what kind of hobbies did you have throughout the years?
I had all kinds of hobbies. Good man. I used to love to go fishing. I used to love to play baseball. Any kind of sport.
What was a bad hobby?
Bad hobby. It was a bad hobby. We used to go to the stockyards. We used to go and take pigeons out of the nest and then take them home and raise them.
Oh, thievery.
No,
That's no hobby.
That was not thievery. That was... We had no right to go on private property, but anyway.
So what were your favorite recipes that you used to make?
My mother taught me how to
teach them, or did Grandma teach them?
No, they taught themselves. Some of them I only taught them a few, but the rest of it, they look at the book. They got all the recipes in a book. My mother didn't have no recipes in a book, where she had all the recipes in her mind. All those recipes she brought from Poland, right in her mind.
Tell Gordon about when you were a kid and you would ask your mother and father when you're going to have meat, because you were pretty poor and you had soup very often.
Yeah.
What was the situation with that?
Oh my gosh.
What would happen?
My father would be eating, and I would ask him for a piece of meat. He said, "You get it tomorrow." That's what he told me. You get some meat tomorrow. And I said to him, "Well, that's what you told me yesterday, and tomorrow is today." And he slapped me one. That's it. I didn't ask him for another piece of meat. That's how bad it was. There was 12 children to be raised. Yeah.
So who got the meat? Your father,
My
right?
father, he was the
head of the household.
Well, sure.
And he had to go to work.
That's right.
So the kids weren't as important, huh?
Well, we ate. We never were hungry. My mother used to bake bread. My mother used to bake coffee cakes. My mother used to do all the cooking. Not like the housewives. Not like a lot of housewives to do today. They haven't got time to cook. No.
So when did you buy your first car?
19. I was 47 years old when I bought my first car.
So that was in the 50s then? Or in the 60s?
60s.
Okay.
59, 60.
You remember what kind of car it was?
Yeah, it was an old 1955 Chevy.
What color was it?
Green and white.
Or was it a Chevy what? Do you remember? The model?
Four-door sedan.
Mm-hmm. Who taught you how to drive?
I got an instructor. I paid him $50, and then my friend taught me the rest.
How did Ma feel about you getting a car?
But my wife didn't like the idea of buying a car.
Why was she against it?
My wife was very much against it.
Do you remember why?
I don't want to tell her why.
Okay. That's family secret.
That's right, yeah. But I told my kids, my children, when you get to be 16 years of age, I want each and every one of you to go out and get yourself a learner's permit and learn how to drive a car. And Joanne was the first one to learn how to drive a car. She went out with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend taught her how to drive the car. I think Carl was the one. And then I taught Barbara, and then I taught Julianne and David how to drive the cars.
Remember Joanne's boyfriend's name?
Carl. I said Carl. Carl taught her how to drive. I'm pretty sure it was Carl.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
She had a small English Ford at that time.
What was your relationship with Carl?
Oh, right. Carl and I, we were like two buddies. I knew him for over 20 years. Never one bad word from him. We always got along together, always.
What did you used to do on Saturdays over there?
Every Saturday I used to go down there and I used to help him work out in the fields. And we always had a nice relationship between the two of us.
And what was Carl's work day like when you would work out in the field?
Oh,
Taking a break. Tell Gordon
oh
about
my
that.
gosh, yeah. He'd work about an hour and then we'd take a 45-minute break. He said, "Don't worry about it, Daddy. We got a lot of time. We're not going anywhere." Tomorrow's another day.
I don't think he believed in you, huh?
No, I guess not.
So what are your favorite flowers or animals?
All the animals, I don't know how you got.
Tell me about some of the dogs that you used to have.
Well, first dog we had when we got married. She was so attached to Joanne and Barbara that nobody could come close to them.
And what did you have after Snooky?
After Snooky, got a dog from somebody. I don't know who the hell it was. But anyway, we let him for a minute in the back room. He liked to chew on everything, so we put him in the back room. We knocked the whole linoleum from the floor. That was the end of it. I took him back to the dog pond where we got him.
Did any of your dogs used to do tricks?
But
Did your dogs used to do tricks?
sure we had sons. As you want to eat, go get your dish, he would go in his back room and he would open the door himself. Turn the door knob and he'd open the door himself. Then he'd go in the back room and pick up the cake dish and bring it in the kitchen. Then he would get something to eat on. Then it was a very, very good watchman.
Did he used to bring you your slippers?
Oh yeah, he used to bring slippers, yeah. But the best one was David's. David's dog. Delta, he was the best one. She was the best. Oh my God, she was like a human being. Oh, like a best comfort.
You getting tired?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's take a break.
Great.
All right, Grandpa, this is the last question I'm going to ask you. What do you want us to write on your tombstone?
I don't believe I'm going to have a tombstone because you can't have a tombstone on a single grave. Just a place card, like Mom's got.
Well, what if there was a phrase that you could put together that would sum up your whole life? What would it be?
Nothing, just my name. That's all. My name, my wife's name. That's all.
That's who you are, huh?
That's all. I'm satisfied with that.
What would you want us to remember you for?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know nothing.
No, but what would you want us
Remember, just to remember me that I was a good father to you. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I remember you kids were always good.
Thank you, Grandpa. I appreciate your time here.
We're playing ball and we hit the ball over the fence.
Yeah.
So instead of him being nice to us, that's how we played ball. Instead of him being nice to us, throwing us the ball back, he took a knife out of his pocket, he cut the ball off and then he threw it to us. So we didn't know how to get to him and get even with him. Some kind of revenge on him. So he had pigeons out there. So I says to one of the guys, I said, you know what? We're going to get even with him. I'll tell you what we're going to do. So I had pigeons at that time. I said, I'll bring some pigeon feet and I'll make a circle from string. Make a circle that would go hide behind the fence and we put the pigeon feet in that circle. And when the pigeons come to eat, we'll pull the string and we're going to catch the pigeon. So I think we caught, that one day I think we caught 4 of them. We took them to the market, we sold them for $1 apiece. That's how we got him. But when that louse opened up a tailor shop, oh, we were his best friends. He used to press our trousers for 15 cents a piece.
Oh,
That's how cheap it was at that time. 15 cents for pressing our trousers up. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I gave him the idea about the pigeons. I don't know how many pigeons we got out of it. We sold it at the market for $1 apiece.
Didn't you used to get into some trouble and you had the police chasing you and your friends one time when you were kids?
Dice.
Shooting dice?
Yeah, gambling, yeah.
Well, was it illegal?
No, gambling was illegal at that time. They used to, practically on every street corner, they used to shoot dice. They used to chase after it. They didn't want out, but they picked up the money.
you were, just tell Gordon about when you used to sell the newspapers, how you used to get the change from the guys to get an extra penny or two.
I used to go downtown, and the newspapers were 2 cents a piece. So we sell 50 papers, we made 40 cents. And then I had a neighbor with 2 pockets. In one pocket I had the nickels, dimes, and the other pocket I had the pennies in my bench pocket. So I only had 2 pennies in that one pocket. So the men would come over with a nickel, and he'd say, he bought the paper, so he had 3 cents change coming.
Yeah.
Coming back, excuse me. So I says to him, mister, I'm sorry, but I got only 2 pennies left. I says, I'll owe you a penny. He said, well, that's all right. He said, that's all right, next time. So, okay, there was a penny for me extra. So I would get about 10, I would collect about 10 cents on a night, on a good night, at 10 pennies. So then when we were walking home, stopped at a candy store, buy myself an ice cream cone and a glass of pop. Glass of pop was 2 cents, and ice cream cone was 3 cents or a nickel. That's how I used to get my change, you know, my tip. I had to cheat the customers.
Well, didn't the guy catch on one time?
Oh, that's one time one of them called on and he said, that's what you told me the last time. Then I couldn't find you. I said, well, I can't help it. I sold my papers, so I went home. That's what I did.
So what's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Oh, I don't remember. 6 pounds, about 6 pounds. Then I had that 6 pounder, and then I had to throw it back in because it was out of the season.
Oh yeah? What kind was it?
It was a big bass.
Yeah.
What, when you used to take Richie and Gordon and Marty fishing, tell Gordon about what he would do as a little boy. The 3 cousins. You would take them on the wall?
Yeah.
Who was the best kid out of all of them?
Well, you and David.
Well, no, out of the grandchildren, your great-grandchildren.
Oh.
Or no, your grandchildren.
Yeah.
Marty, Gordon, and Richie. How would they behave when you would take them on the wall fishing?
Well, Gordon behaved okay. Marty behaved all right, but Richie, he used to get mad. Richie used to get mad when he couldn't get the fish.
A little impatient.
Yeah, he was very impatient. Especially when he got snagged in between the rocks. Marty was all right too, and Gordon was all right.
Tell Gordon about the time that you had Richie and Gordon at your house to wake up in the morning to go fishing.
Oh yeah, the Marty too.
Well, tell Gordon about that.
Remember, by the time I got up, you guys were dressed up waiting for me.
What time?
3 o'clock in the morning. I said, I'm going to get up. When I get up, I said, I'll wake you up. When I got up, you guys were already dressed up and waiting for me.
Aw, how old were they?
Well, I don't know, 12, maybe 13, something like that. 10, I don't remember.
Go fishing with Grandpa.
So what was the name of that dock we used to go on?
Mabel's dock, remember?
Mabel's dock.
Yeah.
And that was on the Niagara River?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, there used to be an old shanty.
Yeah.
You sit there. That's where you got your sheep head.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's it like now?
Everything is gone for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even they could spot there. No good spot. They raised it up. Oh my God, it's terrible. You can't even get no fish over there. I used to walk out close up in there and put fish in the curtain. Now I can't even do that. It's too high. They changed the whole system over there.
You still have friends up in Canada, don't you?
Oh yeah, I still have one in Welland and one in Fort Erie. I have 2, 3 in Fort Erie.
Where was the fishing better, on the wall or in Canada?
Oh, in Canada it's better fishing than on this side.
Good times when we were growing up as kids. Grandpa taught us all to ride the bicycle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like Daddy?
roller skating.
Roller
My
skating?
kids roller skating, for
Because
sure.
of the airdrome?
Yeah.
All of us kids had
I was
roller
always with
roller
the kids.
skating.
I forgot that, yeah.
But Mom never went with us.
No. What am I going to do over there? I should do what the other women do. Do what the other mothers do. Sit there and watch them. Oh, no. Not for me. Not so right. So I went with them.
Didn't you hurt yourself roller skating? Didn't you break your leg or?
That's right. I fractured it when I was roller skating with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you?
63, I guess, when I stopped roller skating. Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd still be roller skating.
Oh,
So when did Grandma pass away?
92. Up April the 5th.
And how many years had you been married?
52 years. 52 years May the 2nd and April the 5th.
In all those years, did you ever think about leaving her?
No, never. Never.
So what's the secret of a good marriage?